So, anyone that knows me knows that I love horror movies. I'm a complete horror nerd. I mean, some of the earliest horror films I watched was The Wicker Man with Edward Woodward, The Birds by Alfred Hitchcock, Halloween 3, Season of the Witch, some absolute classics still, I have to say, some classics still, that will live on in the memory. And tonight, just come out from seeing Halloween Ends, the final of the most recent Halloween trilogy, started back in 2018. I mean, this is a franchise that's been going on for as long as I've been on this planet, way back in the late 70s. Jamie Lee Curtis once again reprises her role as Laurie, and again, this role she will always be remembered for. She is the queen of screen. And now, I walked into this film with apprehension because I know a lot of people didn't enjoy it. And I think the thing is, it's lack of Michael. It is lack of Mike Myers. I loved him in Wayne's World and as my twin in Austin Powers. But yes, I will admit there's not a lot of Michael Myers in this. And it's a bit like a king to go into, Pirates of the Caribbean and there's no Captain Jack Sparrow. It's kind of like that, which I think has disappointed me. And even more so considering this is going to be, for now, this is Hollywood, remember, for now, the last Halloween, which I'm sure is going to get rebooted soon. It's got to. This has done wonders at the box office. But yes, I mean, the story mainly takes place about 3-5 years after the events of Halloween Kills. And basically, Laurie is writing a novel about her escapades with Michael Myers over the 40 plus years. And the story mainly centers on a troubled young man called Corey, he murdered, I would say accidentally, but murdered on Halloween night of 2019. And the plot mainly centers on him and his transition to becoming heir apparent to Mr. Myers. For that, I will not say no more. It took a while to get going, I have to say. But the first half was a bit okay. The story gripped me. This is the thing. The story did grip me, I gotta say. But the second half was a vast improvement, I have to say. I mean, the last 20 minutes was a classic, actually. Classic. But it did take a bit of getting going. But all in all, you know what? I walked away from this with, excited. I thought, you know what? Maybe as a swan song, maybe not the perfect ending. I think maybe this would have served better as a spin-off or a stopgap before the actual Halloween ends. In the same way that Halloween 3 Season of the Witch had nothing to do with Michael at all. This was a bit like that. So maybe as a stopgap, yes, this would have been serviceable. But as for the final, possibly ever Halloween, maybe a little bit anticlimactic, but I still enjoyed it. But maybe it's because it's been so long since I've been to go and see a decent horror. I mean, I think horror's going through a bit of a fickle old time at the moment. I think what with events that's going on in the real world, I mean, we have war. War is actual horror. I think horror can't really beat real horror that's going on in the world. And I don't know. I mean, I've seen the trailer for Megan that's coming out in January. And I really don't know what to make of this trailer. I really don't. It's like, well, what is this for real? But all in all, getting back to Halloween End, I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. I do love my horror films. It could have done with more Michael, but you know what? It's still pretty good. I walked away as enjoyed from that than I did with Black Adam. I thought Black Adam was fantastic, and I thought this was as well. And it flew by. I mean, except for the first half, was a bit. oh, okay, not too bad. But yeah, I mean, we also went to the new Scott Cinema in Bridgewater, and it was absolutely lovely. It was very, very plush. All that was missing there was a butler. It's just being open. I think it cost like 8 million. I think it's going to be joined soon by like a bowling alley and the bar and restaurants and everything else. And it was a very enjoyable experience. Massive screens, everything the rich should be, really. Gotta be honest. But yeah, I enjoyed Halloween Ends. A lot of you guys probably won't. Guys, if you've been to see it, please let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear your take on Halloween Ends. Was it crap? Was it a fitting final for a horror icon in Michael Myers? Or was it a missed opportunity? Let me know, guys, in those comments. I thought it was pretty good, but I know a lot of people disagree. Yes, but anyway, quick review. I got to admit, quick review. Time, I mean, it was a very late screening. It's about about 9 o'clock it started. And still just finished at 11. But all in all, I quite enjoyed it. So yeah, I would give it around about 7 out of 10, possibly peaking at an 8. Could have been better, but I've seen a hell of a lot worse.